Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Jaya Gandharva Giri Hari Gandharva Giri Hari Gaura Hari Jaya Gandharva Giri Hari Gandharva Giri Hari Gaura Hari Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jai Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Subhadramani Jaya Sudarsana Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Subhadramani Jaya Sudarsana Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Guru 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 Jaya Guru Nitya Gora Hari Bol Hari Nitya Gora Hari Bol Nitya Gora Harinam Sankirtan की Guru Guru Chakrat Kaat Pita Pavan Guru Maharaj
Welcome everyone to this Saturday class. So we are continuing with our series on Isopanishad. So we'll first start with the Pranam Mantra. We can open up Bhagavad Gita page 1 if you don't remember it. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुणवैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौड़ भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दं। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 So, we'll do a quick recap because Isopanishad is very, very important. So, we'll do a quick recap of all the verses starting from the first verse. So, what was the first verse? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnavaya Shishyate. What does it mean?
That is complete. This is complete.
Perfect. Right. Next one. ईशा यत्किंच जगतयाम जगतेन तक्षेण भुंजिता मा कृत कस्य स्वेद धनम. What does it mean?
You get that one, you have to.
Yes, otherwise you are a thief. Otherwise you are a thief. So we should not steal from others. Be happy with the quota which has been set aside for you. The next verse. एवेह कर्माणि जिजीविषे छतां समः एवं तो नान्यथो अस्ति न कर्म लिप्यते नरः. Yeah.
It's in different places.
No, not this one. Not this one.
Should work for Krishna, never be caught in karma.
Correct. If we work for Krishna, we will not be caught in the cycle, karmic cycle. And then we can aspire to live for thousands and thousands of years. Because if we are not caught in the karmic cycle. So that is mantra 2. Mantra 3. Asuryanam te loka andhena tamsavrita tamste prite abhigachanti ye kecha atmahano jana. What does it say?
If we will not work for Krishna, we will fall into the
Hell. Asuryanam te loka andhena tamsavrita. Then if we are not working for Krishna, then we will be caught in this cycle of birth and death and we'll keep on roaming around that. So that is verse number 3. Verse number 4 and 5. Anijad ekam manso javyo nena deva apnuvan purvan arshad tad dhavato anyani tishtat tasmin apu matarishva dadati. What does it say? Again, this verse and the next verse, tad ejati tad nejati tad ture tad antike tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasya bhayata. This shows correct. He runs, he does not walk. He's inside, he is outside. He's near, he's far. So this shows the inconceivable potency or the characteristics of the Lord. So basic learning which we get from here is do not speculate about Krishna. Learn it from the devotees. So that's what we learn from 4th and 5th verse. The 6th verse, Yastu sarvani bhutani atmani eva anupashyati sarvabhuteshu cha atmanam tato na vijugupsate. What does it say?
should
Correct. Everyone is related to Krishna which means you cannot hate. If you are hating one, then you are hating Krishna. So this is our yardstick as a devotee. If we are hating people, then we are not Krishna conscious. Simple. Tatona vijugupsate. If we are Krishna conscious, we cannot hate anyone. And then the seventh verse, यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्म एव अबुद् विजानता तत्र को मोह का शोक एकत्वम् अनुपश्यते. Yes.
Supreme law within everything.
Yes. And then most important part, tatra ko moh ka shoka. What does it mean? That person will not have any illusion or anxiety. So we should understand that we are all part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna has been taking care of us. We should and we should not be unhappy or sad in any situation. Right? That is the message from this verse. So today we come to verse number 8. So please recite after me. Sapregat Shukra. Huh? Mantra. That was mantra 7, na? Yasmin Sarvani Bhutani. Mantra 8 now, which is today's mantra. Sapregat Shukram. Akayam Avrananam. Asnaviram Shuddham.
Snaviram Suddham
Apapavidham.
Apapavidham
Kavir Manishi.
Kalavinishi
Paribhu Swayambhur.
Swayambhu
Yatha Tathyo Arthan.
Yatyattham
Vidat Chashvatibhya.
Vedachatsavidya
Samabhya. Saprayagaj Shukram.
Shukram
Akayam Avranam.
Kaviram
Asnaviram Shuddham.
Snaviram Suddham
Apapavidham.
Apapavidham
Kavir Manishi.
Kalavinishi
Paribhu Swayambhur.
Swayambhu
Yatha Tathyo Arthan.
Yatyattham
Vidat Chashvatibhya.
Vedachatsavidya
Samabhya. Saprayagaj Shukram. Akayam Avranam. Asnaviram Shuddham. Apapavidham. Kavir Manishi. Paribhu Swayambhur. Yatha Tathyo Arthan. Vidat Chashvatibhya. Samabhya. So, now, Sai Rakesh Prabhu, can you read the translation?
Such a person must factually know the greatest of all, the personality of God, who is unembodied, omniscient, beyond the approach, without veins, pure and uncontaminated. The self-sufficient philosopher who has been fulfilling everyone's desire since the time of immemorial.
So here, Isopanishad is describing various qualities of the Lord. And again, as I had mentioned to you earlier also, Isopanishad does not take the name of Krishna directly. It refers as Lord, as He, someone, and then describes the qualities. So the first thing we'll start with is Saprayagach. So Saprayagach, which is the word there, it means such a person must factually know. Such a person must know. Who is that person? In the previous verses, we have talked about Mahabhagavat. And Prabhu had taken the class on Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, Uttam Adhikari. So this is about Uttam Adhikari. Such a person must know. Anyone who is a Uttam Adhikari or a Mahabhagavat must know. Now know what? And that is what we are going to analyze today in our class. So the next word which is used in the shloka is Shukram. Shukram. Shukram means omnipotent. Omnipotent means, what is omnipotent? Anyone knows the meaning of all powerful? He is all powerful. So that is the first quality which has been described here, that the Lord is Shukram, that is all powerful. Then the next quality, there are many qualities here. I'm going to focus on few qualities which are very important for us to understand. Next one is Akayam. Akayam is unembodied, and we'll analyze this quality more in detail. Akayam means unembodied. Now, what are the qualities? Kaya. Kaya means body. Now, what are the qualities of this Kaya or the body? Anyone, based on our knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, what are the qualities of this body?
It's Nashvara.
It is Nashvara. It has birth, death, old age, disease, all those things are there, right? What else is the quality?
It is subject to three modes of material nature.
It is subject to three modes of material nature. Anything else? It has limitations. Body cannot do everything. It has lot of desires. Body has lot of desires, and which binds the soul, and it leads to the downfall of the soul. Right? So these are all the qualities of the body that we have seen around us. Now, over the period of time, the meanings of the word keep on changing. Let me give you one word. What is the meaning of the word gay in today's circumstances? Yes. What was the meaning of this word 20 years back? Happy. So whenever I say you are gay, what does it mean? You are happy 20 years back. Today it has a completely different connotation, right? Whenever someone says yeah, then that's the thing. Similarly, there is another word called ass. What is the meaning of that word 20 years back? Donkey. What is the meaning of the word now? It refers to body part, right? Now, this is how the meaning of the word keeps on changing over in the common usage. In the common usage, the meaning of the word keeps on changing, right? Now, this kaya and the translation which has been given, the Sanskrit word which has been used there is called akaya. Akaya. Now, typically, when you add a, it becomes opposite of that, right? Now, in English, there are multiple words and we'll try to understand that. Kaya means body, right? When someone gets a body, it is called embody. You've heard of this word, embodiment, embodied, right? When someone gets a body, it is called embody. When that body is taken away, what is called? Disembody. Disembody. Body, when you get a body, embody. When it is taken away, it is disembodied. And this is what happens with, that's why there are ghosts. When some people die an unnatural death or they commit suicide or anything, their body is taken away, but they are still there. So that is what is called as ghosts. The ghosts are disembodied. Now, Prabhupada has used the translation. If you look at the translation, Prabhupada has used the word unembodied. This is another version. Now, unembodied means that the person never had a body, was never embodied or disembodied. The person had a body which was very, very different. That is what it means. That's why Prabhupada has used the word unembodied. And that's the brilliance of Prabhupada. That he uses exactly the right word here. See, because someone uses a bodiless. Bodiless means someone, he had a body some time back and now it is bodiless, worth less, penny less. So something was there, but now it is lost. So that's why Prabhupada did not use the word bodiless. Prabhupada used the word unembodied. Unembodied means that Lord did not never had a body to lose it, which means the body was very different. And we'll analyze that as further. What is that body? What does embody mean? Now in Brahma Samhita there is this verse called which comes Satchidanand Vigraha. Satchidanand Vigraha. What does it mean?
Translate.
Yeah, so Vigraha means body. Right? So Brahma Samhita says Lord has a body which is made of Sat, Chit, Anand. Right? However, Gajendra's prayers, he says Lord is Arupe. Arupe. Arupe means he has no form. Then he also says Swarupe. He has form. So you see, in Bhagavad Gita there are shlokas where in one shloka it is said Lord does not have a form, in the next shloka something else is given. Similarly, in Yajurved it says Na tasya pratima asti. Na tasya pratima asti. What does it mean? You don't have a form. Now you see the confusion. You have a form, you don't have a form. And then in Brahma Samhita, again it says Angani yasya saklendriya vrittimanti, which means Lord can do any action with any of his senses. When we offer bhoga, how does Lord eat? With his eyes. With his eyes. So Lord can eat with his eyes, and that's what Brahma Samhita says. Now, isn't there a confusion? Somewhere it is said that Lord has a form, and again, authorized Vedic scriptures are saying Lord has a form. Other authorized Vedic scriptures are saying Lord does not have a form. So how do we resolve that? So there is a concept called Vedic hermeneutics. Hermeneutics. This is science to understand Vedas. In Sanskrit, it is called Arthapatti. Arthapatti means when there are two opposing statements, how do we resolve those opposing statements? So let me give you one very common example. First statement is Ravi does not eat. Ravi does not eat. The second statement is Ravi is gaining weight. Ravi does not eat and Ravi is gaining weight. Now these two appear to be opposing statements. These are opposing statements. Now in order to resolve that, and both statements are true. Now both statements are true. If both are true, then how do we resolve that? There has to be a third statement introduced which reconciles the two. And the third statement in this case is Ravi eats at night. Right? Or Ravi eats secretly. Any of these will resolve the two. Right? So this is called Arthapatti. Where you get opposing statements, and then third statement has to be introduced, which makes every statement true. Right? That is the same thing which we'll apply here. So on one side, Vedic scriptures are saying Lord does not have a form. On the other side, Vedic scriptures are describing in detail Lord's eyes, Lord's soul, hands, all those things are described in detail. So how do we resolve the two? What is the third statement we should introduce to resolve the two statements?
Transcendental.
Lord has a transcendental form. Lord does not have a material form. Lord has a spiritual form. Material form is made of Panch Mahabhut, earth, water, fire, air, ether. Whereas Lord's form is made of Sat, Chit, Anand. So Lord does not have a material form. Lord has a spiritual form. So this is how you resolve this. So that is called Arthapatti or Vedic hermeneutics. So that's the way. Now, Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, shloka number 11 of chapter 9 says, and we can just read it. Chapter 9, shloka number 11. Can you tell which page, Prabhu? 498, page number 498, chapter 9, shloka number 11. Avjananti mam moodha manushim tanum ashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme Lord of all that be. Krishna is confirming that here. That people think that I have taken a human form. but they don't understand my transcendental nature.
Sure.
That's exactly what it is. So, sorry. So, see, Brajvasis are a different level. They are the ones who think Krishna is their son, their lover, their all those things. So, and their bhakti is a different level. We should not even attempt to compare ourselves with Brajvasis. That is different. But for everyone else, people either think Krishna has a universal form, which is he does not have a form, which is Brahma Jyoti, or people think that he has taken a human form. Both are incorrect. Both are incorrect. So there was in Vedic Shastras, there are many sages who have described in detail about Lord's eyes, Kamal Nayana, Kar Kamal, all those things are described. And then this sage was saying that I am actually insulting the Lord. By describing his features, I'm insulting him. And why do you think that sage is saying that I'm insulting him?
It's not.
Sorry?
We can't describe the Lord.
Because it's not doing justice.
We are not, because he is not able to do justice. It is like the Prime Minister comes and you says, you are the head of the municipal corporation. Right? Because it is like that. So when we are describing the features of the Lord, we are limited by our ability, our communication, our words, we are limited by that. Whereas Lord is much beyond. That's why that sage was feeling that I'm actually insulting the Lord by describing the Lord like that. So that is why akayam actually means unembodied, not disembodied, not bodiless, unembodied. Lord has a transcendental body. That is what we have to understand. Next word which comes is avranam. Avranam means beyond reproach, which means no fault. There are no faults which can be committed by the Lord. Any action that he takes, any decision that he takes, everything is perfect. There is no error in that. One of the most commonest arguments being raised by people is about Rasa Leela. Krishna is playing fruit, calling others' wife at the middle of the night and all that stuff. I had given many arguments for you to counter it whenever someone talks to you. I'm repeating one or two here again. But it is very important. Please be prepared. You will be asked these kind of questions. First thing is that this Ras Leela has been praised by sannyasis. Sannyasis are actual brahmacharis, right? They are praising it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorified it. If it was a illicit action, why would brahmacharis recognize it, glorify it? Right. Number one. Number two, so this comes in Bhagavatam Canto 10, chapter 29, 30, 31, 30, some 4-5 chapters. In chapter 33, Canto 10, chapter 33, the last verse, 39th verse, it says the Falshruti. Falshruti means the result that you get by hearing about Ras Leela. What is the Falshruti? It says that anyone who hears this pastime is freed from lust. Will be freed from lust. That is the Falshruti of hearing Ras Leela. So if that is the case, how can this be reproachable? Anything wrong which Lord has done? When by hearing about this, people become lust free. That is what we have to remember it. So any action, any decision taken by Krishna is perfect. That is something we have to clearly understand. Then the next word here is asna viram. Asna viram means without any veins. Now, if we go by the Mayavadi argument, the Akayam means no body, bodiless, no body. Then why is it saying no veins? When you have already said in math there is superset. If you have said Akayam, superset, which means he has no body, then obviously he will not have heart, lungs, liver, veins. Why is it being said here? It is like saying he does not have any clothes, and then we also say he is not wearing a tie. Useless. Now you have already said he is not wearing any clothes. Why is it being said? That is to say that he is embodied, which means his body is different from a normal material body which does not have veins. This further clarifies that his body is transcendental. Otherwise, there is no reason to use the word he has no veins. That is the message. Then comes Shuddham Apap Vidham. And Prabhupada writes it as pure and uncontaminated. Pure and uncontaminated. Antiseptic and prophylactic. We don't have today, the doctors have not joined the call, the session. Otherwise, we could have asked them what is antiseptic and what is prophylactic. Now, pure and purifying. Pure means Krishna is pure in himself. And purifying is that he purifies others. Right? That is the difference. That is the quality of Krishna. He is not only pure, his whole presence purifies others. That is the message. And we'll refer to Bhagavad Gita chapter 9, shloka 30 and 31. So in 30, if you can read the translation maybe. And Nishan Prabhu, can you read the translation for 30?
Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is considered to be saintly because he is situated in his determination.
Correct. So he's saying, Krishna is saying that even if someone creates a sin, he should still be considered saintly. Right? Because he is properly situated in his determination. And what is that determination? That he is connected to me. He is connected to me. Now 31. Usha Mataji, 31. Can you read the translation?
He quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes.
He quickly becomes righteous. That is purifying. When he is connected with Krishna, he gets purified over a period of time and then he attains lasting peace. So that is the purifying impact of Krishna. So if we are connected with Krishna, we will get purified. It is like the rays of the sun. When they fall on any dirty place, they don't become dirty. That place starts becoming purified over a period of time. That's. Now, there are some other qualities. Kavir. Kavir is omniscient. Omniscient means he knows everything. He knows everything. Next one is Manishi. Manishi means he is a philosopher. The entire Bhagavad Gita is a philosophy. Then he says Paribhu. Paribhu means he is the greatest of all. Everyone else is actually a beggar. All of us, everyone, are begging something from Krishna. Everyone else is a beggar. And if others were equal to him, why would they beg? Because Krishna is the only one who is the greatest of all. Everyone is begging from Krishna. And then comes Swayambhur, self-sufficient, Atmaram, right? He started killing demons at an early age. We have a new baby coming today. We'll see. Now, at that age, can you expect anyone to do anything? But Krishna started from that time only because he's self-sufficient. Atmaram, he can do anything at any age with whatever is needed. So he is self-sufficient. Then comes the last line. Very important one. Yatha athyo arthan vidhat shashvataibhyo samabhya. And the translation Prabhupada has given is, he has been fulfilling everyone's desire since time immemorial. The Lord has been fulfilling the desires of everyone since time immemorial. We cannot even remember that time. From that time, he has been fulfilling the desires. Now, let me ask you this question. To get something, if we desire something, if we want something, there are two conditions to be met. Anyone remembers that? Clue is Damodar Leela.
See.
Two finger shot. What was
Some.
what is first? Correct. Correct. So there are two conditions to be met for us to get anything. Now, when we put it in the material terms, for anything which we want materially, two conditions are qualification and bestowal. We should have the qualification to get it, and someone should be willing to give us. For example, you are a lawyer, you are very qualified, everything. You are qualified to be a judge. You have got the qualification. But the government has to appoint you as a judge. Unless government does that, you will not become the judge. So the two conditions which are needed is material life is qualification and bestowal. Someone has to bestow that position unto you. Right? You may have the best product, but someone has to buy it. Right? So these are the two conditions needed in the material life. Then comes the next condition for the a spiritual life and also a material life. We translate it into effort and mercy. Doctor, very qualified doctor, very good hospital, they put their best efforts to treat a patient, but not every patient they are able to treat. Some die also. Why? Because that mercy did not come. Effort was there, but mercy did not come. A farmer puts in all the effort to sow the seeds, plow the land, do everything. But if the rain doesn't come, so two conditions are effort and mercy. So both this gets translated into what is called as Karmavad and Daivavad. Karmavad means I will do my efforts and I will get the results. They ignore completely that there is something called as mercy. On the other hand, there is Daivavad. Daivavad followers say everything comes from there, I will not do anything. Karmavad, Daivavad. These are two extremes for that. One is focused only on effort, one is focused only on mercy. That's the thing. So let me give you this story from Mahabharata. So Duryodhan, when after 10 days when Bhishma Dev fell, then everyone thought that Karna will become the commander. But when Duryodhan went to Karna, he said, no, you should make Dronacharya as the commander because he is the elder. So Duryodhan goes to Dronacharya and says, you be the commander. And Dronacharya said, I never thought that you will make me the commander. I thought you will make Karna the commander. Tell me what do you want. So Duryodhan said that please capture Yudhishthir alive. Please capture Yudhishthir alive. So Dronacharya was surprised and happy also. And he said, look, I know that Yudhishthir is Ajat Shatru, which means he has no enemies. Even someone like you does not want to kill. You want to capture Yudhishthir alive. So Duryodhan said, no, that is not the reason. The reason is that if we kill Yudhishthir, then Bhima and Arjuna will go mad. And then they can kill everyone. So I don't want that to happen. I want you to capture Yudhishthir. We'll call him again for a match of gambling and Shakuni will again defeat them and we'll send them for exile. That is the thing. So he said, okay, Dronacharya fought like a very valiant warrior for next 2 days in trying to capture Yudhishthira. But he was not able to. And then again Duryodhan goes to Dronacharya and tells him why. He said, I am putting all the effort. But the fortune is not with me, because the Lord of Fortune is sitting on that side. Because of which I am putting my effort, but the Lord of Fortune is on their side. So I am not able to capture. So this is Karmavad, where all the effort is being put, but the results are not coming. On the other extreme, there were many people who had told Dhritarashtra that stop your son. Whatever he is doing is wrong. Stop him. Vidura advised him, Vedvyas advised him, Bhishma Dev advised him, Dronacharya advised him. Everyone advised. And what did Dhritarashtra say? What is there in my hand? Whatever will come, will come from. That is Devavad. That I will not do anything. Whatever results will come from the top. So these are two extremes, Karmavad and Devavad. Now what should we do? What should we do? So remember this simple phrase, do your best, and to Krishna leave the rest. You'll remember it? Do your best. To Krishna leave the rest. Because only effort is in your hand. Do the best, but at the same time, leave to me. If you give, fine. If you don't give, fine. I am putting my effort. Right? So that is something which we have to remember in our heart every time. Do your best, to Krishna, leave the rest. Now we have desires also. A lot of desires are there. Desires also we have to choose. We want infinite longing, ghar, bigger house, bigger car, all those things, infinite longing, or longing for the infinite. Our choice. We need to have infinite longing, more and more material things, or longing for the infinite, which is Krishna. Which is Krishna. We have to choose that. That is our choice, which we have to make every day, every moment. This is not that this is once in a lifetime choice. Every day, every moment, we have to make that choice. So remember this again. Okay, one more thing. This is a story from about Ravan. So Ravan prayed to Lord Shiva. He prayed like really difficult, austere tapasya he did. And Lord Shiva appeared along with Parvati Devi. Now instead of seeing Lord Shiva, he's seeing Parvati Devi. And then Lord Shiva says, okay, ask what is the boon. Said, I want her. This is what Ravan said. Now Lord Shiva being Ashutosh said, okay, take her. Now Parvati Devi thinking, what are okay. So Ravan said, you sit on my shoulder, I will take you. Okay. Now Parvati Devi is praying to Lord Vishnu, please help me now. Bhole Baba has done this, now what should I do? So then Lord Vishnu takes the form of a Brahmana. And he comes in front of Ravan and he does a namaskar and say, I do namaste to the great Brahmana, from one Brahmana to another Brahmana. So Ravan stops. Okay, yeah, tell me. So he said, where are you going? He said, I'm going back to my Lanka. No, whom are you carrying? This is Parvati. Then Brahmana started laughing. What? This is not Parvati. This is pirated copy. Original is not here. This is pirated copy. So no, Shiva. How can a husband give his wife? How can it be possible? Lord Shiva is not given Parvati. This is pirated copy. Now where is the original copy? So original copy is with Maya Danav in the name of Mandodari. So then he immediately puts down Parvati Devi. He said, "Oh, go." And then he goes to Maya Danav and marries. So this is what happens. Infinite longing instead of longing for the infinite. This is what happens. And the last thing I wanted to share was value your values. Value your values more than you value the valuables. Keep this in mind. Value your values more than you value the valuables. If you do this, you will be always on the right path. So, the message from this verse is that you should have full faith and trust in Krishna. He has been supplying to us from time immemorial. He has been taking care of us for so long. And He will take care of us in the future as well. So that is what is the message for our daily life from this verse. That always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Do your best, to Krishna, leave the rest. Infinite longing? No. Longing for infinite? Yes. Remember this. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Anyone has any questions, doubts, clarifications? Any, no? Quick, small. Anyone wants to share any takeaways? What is it that you're going to apply from today's verse?
Value your values more than you value your valuables. Fantastic.
We are learning for infinite things, but we learning for the
Let's give the rest to Krishna.
Absolutely. Keep this in mind.
Full faith and trust in Krishna.
Full faith and trust in Krishna. Whatever happens, happens for good. It's just that we don't know it today. We will get to know of it later.
When we all go to Goloka.
Huh?
When we all go
No, we'll get to know here only. We don't have to. You are very hopeful that you'll go to Goloka. Now, we should attempt that. To Krishna, leave the rest. But we'll get to know why Krishna did that at that point of time. Now only. We'll get that.
Longing infinite. We have to
Infinite
choose.
longing versus longing for
Longing.
infinite. Anything, Mataji?
Valuable.
Yes. Value your values more than you value the valuables. Always remember Krishna. Never forget Krishna.
What do they call us? Karma.
We are fluctuating between the two. Karmavad, Devavad, but ultimately what we have to remember is we have to work hard like a Karmavadi. At the same time, we have to understand that not everything is in our hand. We have the right, that's why that verse, what was the verse? Karmanyavadi karaste, mahafalish. That verse we have to remember, read every day. That is very powerful verse. Do your duty. You don't have the right to your results. You have the right to perform actions. Other results, many things.
Yan Padi, Devam Padi. Padi means half. Yan. Yan Padi, Devam Padi.
Man
Okay.
Moses God discloses.
Yes. That can happen. Okay. Yeah. So next week, there's a set of 3 verses which talks about the right way to get the vidya, not the right way, right vidya, right knowledge. So next 3 verses will talk about the right knowledge, and next 3 verses after that will talk about the right upasana, the right way to worship the Lord. So that's what we'll be covering in the next classes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone online. So, thank you for joining. We'll close the class here now.